Where you at? What's cell? What's cell? 11.
At first, under the watchful eye of the DO, things go smoothly. But as soon as the officer's back is turned, one inmate sees his chance.
Hey, give me an extra limo bag.
Can't do it, man.
Put money on my foot.
Can't do it, dog.
Merlina passes his first test, and things are calm for the moment. But just around the corner, Sergeant Irby and the SRT prepare for a surprise cell block raid.
Don't provoke anybody.
It's part of a program of random searches to keep control throughout the county jails. They'll look for weapons and contraband to eliminate inmate violence over black market tobacco and drugs.
Watch your use of force. Okay.
Sergeant Irby gives the signal,
Go.
and the team moves in. An officer fires a bore thunder shot from his 12-gauge shotgun. It's a blank round, but it delivers a deafening boom and a flash of light that momentarily stuns the inmates into submission.
Hey, put your head down.
Put your hands down. Put your hands on your head, sir. Sit him down. Sit him out. Come right out. SRT uses the element of surprise for the simple reason that we need to catch them off guard. We used that bore thunder to get their attention. Everybody went to the floor, and we controlled the situation.
Many inmates think the force is excessive, but to Sergeant Irby and his officers, they're a population that needs to be controlled.
Your hands on your head.
There's no talking.
SRT is zero tolerance. We're not going to put up with a bunch of talk and a bunch of moving around. We control the situation, and if we can't control the situation, then we'll shut it down. We control it. You move when I tell you to move. You talk to me when I want you to talk to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Separate your feet.
With the inmates stripped down and under control, the SRT fans out to search each inmate and each cell for any banned items. They'll hunt for tobacco, drugs, and the equipment needed to smoke it.
We found where they actually had little glass pipes stuck in stuff like this. First glance, it's straight see-through. You don't even notice it. So sometimes it's good to put it up to the light.
Officer Spaulding has served with Sergeant Irby for a year and a half.
One coming down. 14! Put your hands on your head. Keep your pants on. I don't want to see anything. Take your shirt off.
She knows that keeping nearly 100 inmates in line is dangerous business, and she takes her responsibilities seriously.
You know, zero tolerance. Sergeant Irby tells us zero tolerance, and that's exactly what we do.
Every corner and every object in the cell needs to be carefully checked. Even items that seem fairly innocent, like a plastic bottle, can become a dangerous weapon if it falls into the wrong hands.
So sometimes what they like to do is they take the cleaner and douse an officer with it, especially if it's bleach. So anything that is not in its original container is going to be considered contraband.
Inmates are constantly finding new ways to make weapons.
But what they'll do is they'll take that razor blade and they'll place it in between, and then they'll tighten this up with rubber bands, and they'll use it as a shank. Slice somebody open with it when they least expect it.
One of the items found today is a bottle of homemade alcohol, or hooch, which inmates can make out of fermented fruit, bread, and smuggled-in sugar.
Inmates take anything they can that's sweet and put it with bread, and then through the stages of fruit, it ferments, and then it turns into an alcohol. They make an alcohol out of it. But the few guys that I know that have ever drank it have told me it'll make you sick if you drink too much of it.
For Irby and his squad, the hooch confirms that the contraband trade is still thriving. As long as inmates continue to deal in contraband, the potential for violence exists. And that means the SRT will need to keep the pressure on. Edward Ramirez has gotten used to the raids. This is his 4th stint in county jail for crimes ranging from petty theft to assaulting his estranged wife's boyfriend. Now he's near the end of a 4-month sentence for violating parole.
I've been in and out of the system. I've been in here from cases of aggravated assault, theft of means of transportation, forgery, to selling drugs, carrying concealed weapons. You know, I lived on the streets, and when you live on the streets, there's a lot of things that you do to survive.
Like Merlina, Ramirez started out at Tent City. He got kicked out for being the head of a racial group. Now he's on lockdown at Towers Jail. That means sharing this 8 by 10-foot cell with 2 other inmates for 23 hours a day.
Well, this is locked down. We have 3 inmates in here. Here's our toilet, and in our same room we eat, and the 3 of us also sleep here. It's difficult. You get a lot of mood swings with your cellmates, even though if you guys do get along, because you're just irritated of being locked down, cramped in this small little area.
Ramirez, a father of 4, says he'd just about given up hope on a future outside of jail. Then he received a letter from his 11-year-old daughter.
Hi, Daddy, I miss you so much. I get sad sometimes, but I know that I have to be strong for the babies, so I cry in my room at night. How long do you have to stay in the hole? You will always be in my heart forever and ever. Hope you get out soon.
But there's only one way out of lockdown. The chain gang. Inmates on the chain gang work long hours outside in the desert heat, doing jobs like cleaning up roadside trash and digging graves. Many inmates can't take the heat and quit. The jail calls it a last chance program. The inmates call it hell. But the ones who can make it for 30 days on the chain gang can earn a transfer out of lockdown at Towers Jail to Tent City. With just 4 weeks left on his sentence, Ramirez says his only reason to join is to show he can be a better man.
There's just a lot of responsibility that's required being on the chain gang. So we gotta be up early, have our beds made, we gotta pick up trash, serve chow to all the other inmates in this facility.
But following rules has been hard for Ramirez in the past. And if he disobeys orders on the chain gang, it could add years to his sentence. It's Merlina's 2nd week at Phoenix Jail's Tent City. At just 19 years old, he's in with convicts who are twice as old and twice as violent. Fights break out routinely. Fights break out routinely, mostly over contraband, like cigarettes.
Ask Jethro here. New pedigree small dog formula.
It's Merlina's 2nd week at Phoenix Jail's Tent City. At just 19 years old,